What's up, guys? Koma here, and today we are being Cryomancers. So, thankfully, Bungie has decided that this season is an actual stasis season. And with stasis seasons, that means I get to go on my Cryomancer bullshit. Like this one. So this build is the Cryomancer's Dream with Rime-Coat Raiment. So basically, we get increased Bleak Watchers where they have increased range. When they are deployed, they are surrounded by periodic stasis crystals that spawn with an 8 in total, and a storm that freezes opponents whenever they walk into it. While you're in the storm, you are granted icicles over time in the Bleak domain, and icicles activate when firing your weapon, applying slow to targets they hit. So the way we're using this is primarily on Shadebinder. Yes, you can use it on Prismatic. I really recommend it, as I'm not too much of a fan of using it on Prismatic. There's a lot of hoops that you're gonna have to jump through to actually get it to work. Plus, I think it's just much stronger on the full stasis kit. Anyway, speaking of the stasis kit, here it is. We are of course running Bleak Watcher, and I'm running Glacial Harvest. You're welcome to swap this to Ice Flare Bolts if you don't think you're utilizing Glacial Harvest enough. That's completely fine. I think in lower inconstant, Glacial Harvest is fine. I think in higher inconstant, Ice Flare might be the go-to. I'm running Glacier Grenade. It does not matter what grenade you run, because your base cooldown for your Bleak Watcher is always going to be 2 minutes, so do as you will there. Leaning into the fragments, we have Fissures, which increases the size and damage of the stasis shatters, whether or not that's a frozen target or crystal. Whisper Endurance, slow gets applied longer, and those abilities that linger, the duration will always increase, which also includes Stacy. Whisper Shards, shattering a stasis crystal temporarily boosts your grenade recharge rate. Shattering additional stasis crystals increases the duration of this effect, which is a base regeneration rate of 400%. And then Whisper of Rending, primary ammo weapons do increase damage to stasis crystals and frozen targets. This one is pretty big because I can always have another Bleak Watcher back by the time the first one expires. So, quickly, weapons before we get to the gameplay. What weapons should you look for? Realistically, anything like a scout rifle or hand cannon. Even the new exotic primary grenade launcher works completely fine. Primarily, what you're going to be using these for is mainly crystal shattering, which is why Rime Stealer is actually really useful, because when you destroy a stasis crystal or defeat a frozen target, you actually get a stack of frost armor. Which is nice because if you are running Ice Flare Bolts in comparison to Glacial Harvest, you have a way to get some very nice frost armor without necessarily needing that thing. Again, there's plenty of new weapons with this. For example, here's the new World Drop Live Fire Scout Rifle with Rime Stealer. That also, just like XUV, yeah, I think it's XUV, also has headstone in the 4th column, so highly recommend keeping an eye out for that if you're a huge stasis fan. As for, some other weapons, we have Wicked Implement here. Basically, if you are running Glacial Harvest, like I am here, the stasis shards that you get from Tithing Harvest alone will come straight to you and also give you a stack of frost armor, which is actually really nice. Additionally, over in the special or energy slot, we are looking at mainly Demolitionist. I love Demolitionist specifically on stasis builds because it lets me play a whole lot more into the grenade fantasy, of which I really enjoy about stasis, and it's just about freezing everything. And Demolitionist, specifically the enhanced version, I believe gives like 23% more grenade back on kill, which actually does count. That if you freeze an opponent, or if you freeze multiple opponents and then shatter them with the Demolitionist fusion, it'll count as the shatter of the fusion. So you can basically get multiple grenade charge. You can, if you're lucky enough, you can get a full grenade charge recharged back. Another alternative that if you're not running an exotic, you can run Tessellation. However, as of right now, this gun is bugged. I've had multiple times where I would put my grenade into it and I would just not be able to shoot it. So do keep in mind that if you do run this gun currently, it is bugged. As of the 10th of October. So, yeah, pretty bugged. Don't know what it is, but basically, it has a super overpowered version of Demolitionist and allows you to consume the grenade, and it allows you to do an explosion instead of the burst. But if you have the catalyst, it allows you to do slowing effects, or it allows you to do effects based on your element, thus giving you slow on the explosion, assuming everything's not dead. Other weapons I look at here is Forbearance. Forbearance might be a bit of a weird one for most people, but Demolitionist, again, getting our grenade back and being able to shatter crystals that are across a wide range. Very useful. And of course, Chain Reaction, because this is the one thing Forbearance is really known for. So yeah, that's another thing that you can actually pick here. As well, if you want some more long range shatter, Endemic Kindness or any one of the rocket sidearms. So this includes Aberrant Action, I believe it's called. I have one somewhere in my vault. Here it is. Aberrant Action. I have Heal Clip Incandescent, which is very nice. Again, there's also Mortimers that you can run for a wave frame. There's a lot of options for shattering. Your heavy is completely personal choice. Whether or not this will be an exotic or not is completely up to you. Quickly, let's go over this and show what I have here and what I would lean for towards the end of the column. One with Frost. While Frost Armor is active, Stasis weapons gain increased reload speed and stability. Stasis swords gain increased guard. When you have gather stasis shards for crystalline converter to gain stacks of crystalline converter. Your next powered stasis melee hit creates stasis crystals equal to the number of stacks you have. So you're gonna throw out, if you have 3 stacks, it'll be 3 stasis shards. If it's 2 stacks, it'll be 2 stasis, or sorry, not shards, but stasis crystals, etc. Hail the Storm has returned. There's also Armor of Aramis, where when Frost Armor is active, taking critical damage from combatants causes you to emit a freezing burst. And then I think the last one here that I would really lean towards is Brain Freeze, where it says frozen combatants become surrounded by a chilling fog, which slows combatants that aren't already frozen. And then Dark Ether Reaper Origin trait weapons deal more damage to frozen targets. Overall, I'm in love with this build. I love Stasis, and I'm so happy it's another Stasis season. I'm gonna have to play my fair share of Stasis Titan because I played a little bit of that before picking this exotic up, and it's a blast. I love Stasis so much. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Here's some gameplay. The dim link, as always, will always be down in the description. So yeah, here, let me actually quickly show the mods list. So this is just what I'm running in general. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let me know what you guys think of the build. And stay frosty, most importantly. I'll catch y'all later. Adios.